WEHT Local Lifestyles continues.
Everyone, welcome back this morning. Right now we have with us Ruth Jenkins from Heritage Federal Credit Union, and she's here to talk about the best time to buy a new home. Is now a good time to consider buying a new home? And then we're going to talk about some of those kind of hidden costs that maybe you wouldn't think about. So I guess, yeah, first things first, is this still a good time to think about buying a new home?
It is, and I know people are worried because the Fed have been increasing the interest rates, and that generally brings up the rates on mortgage loans, but still they are at a historically low rate. So it is still a good time for a mortgage, and there's so many options based on where you are in your life. If it's your first home, you may want to consider an adjustable rate mortgage that keeps your rate low, and before that interest rate needs to be fixed, maybe you're selling and getting into that next home. Or if you are close to retirement, you could get a 10 or 15-year loan. So there's, you know, everything for the beginning to the downsizing and everything in between. And
or what if you want to stay in your home? There's options for that too, right?
Right. You may want to do some major remodeling. Use the equity in your home to make that work. And we also have a renovation loan. What if you're looking for a home and you think it would be perfect if it had another bathroom? Well, with our renovation loan, you can borrow on the future equity of the improvement that you're going to make.
Yeah, and sometimes there is just one or two things when you look at a house that's just not quite right, but overall, you know, because it's hard to find the perfect house if you're not, you know, building it, I think, sometimes.
That's right. So the renovation loan is a cross between just your regular mortgage loan and a construction loan. We bundle them together. It's a one-time close, and it gives you the best of both worlds.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about, though, sometimes it's not just, or all the time, it's not just your mortgage that you have to kind of think about if you really are thinking about buying a new home or doing some big renovations to your home. What are some of those hidden costs that, you know, maybe, you know, when you say them, we'll be like, oh, well, yeah, of course, but sometimes we don't think about them at the time.
Right. If you put every nickel you've saved into your down payment, you're going to have some surprises. First of all, you have to move into the house. If you're going to do that, now's a good time to make a lot of friends and serve them pizza, and you might get some free labor. But if you don't, you could face a few $1,000s just in moving. Then there are property insurance and the taxes that go along with that. If it's not already bundled into your payment, you're going to have to come up with that money. Also, utilities. If you go from a small apartment into a home, those utilities are going to be different.
You have to think about the difference that it's going to be from where you are now. Yeah, and that's going to be something that you have to deal with every month. Just, you know, decorating the new house, right? Yeah, all the furniture that you're going to want to buy. Because you might tell yourself you can wait, but most people can't wait.
No, it's hard to see your old furniture in your newer home.
And sometimes it doesn't work even. You know, it may not work in some of those places. And also, like, if you're just talking about home improvements too, you know, maybe if you buy like a fixer-upper, like we said, there's still going to be a lot of additional cost for that. So how can people find out some more information on this? Where can they go?
They could come to Heritage Federal Credit Union. We have offices in Warwick, Vanderburgh, Posey County in Indiana, and right here in Henderson, Kentucky. We have several financial counselors that would be able to speak with you and get you directed to the right person. We have mortgage loan originators that could talk to you about the specifics of each one of the mortgage loan products we have, help you with some of the budgetary things you need to consider. You know, one of the things that you should do right now, make sure you keep that credit score protected, because the lower your credit score, the higher the interest rate will be, and that's going to reduce the amount of overall money you can borrow for a home. So keep that credit score as high as possible.
Perfect. Awesome advice. Thank you so much for coming in today with us, Ruth. Ron has another check of our nicer weather for today and a look ahead to our weekend, and that's when we come back. We'll see you in just a few minutes.